Everybody talks about how much they made on eBay, but nobody ever tracks the time. I spent 30 days tracking each minute of work, and here's exactly how much time it takes to actually make money on eBay. Why did I do this? Well, to be honest, I did this because a lot of people think that eBay is just something you can just list on and forget. How many of us, comment below, how many of us have listed products, the product sold, but we did not ship it and we came back to a suspension or a ban, right? This happens to people. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you guys the reality. You have to list, you have to source, you have to ship, you have to make sure you're maintaining your customer service, and it does become quite time consuming when you're talking about making thousands of dollars. Now, if you're somebody that wants this to replace your job, you're gonna have to treat it like that, and some people don't because they don't realize how much work it takes, so they're giving themselves the bare minimum. And honestly, you're cheating yourself, and I don't think we can tolerate that anymore because we need to keep making this money. All right, when you are doing something like eBay, Mercari, Amazon, whatever, there is a decision you have to make as an entrepreneur. Is it actually worth my time? Is the time invested worth the profit made? Well, let's find out. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Jones, and I specialize in helping you guys make an extra income stream. I've been reselling for over a decade. Yes, 10 years. I am almost at UNC status, I know. But I am somebody that has not just sold on eBay. I've created my own foam stores. I've been able to create a warehouse, wholesale website, wespoy.com, where all resellers like you can get products without any reseller's permit, EIN, or business license. Now, with that all being said, I want to get really, really personal. I've been broke. I've been mistreated, disrespected. I've been put in places where I don't want to be. I've failed time and time again, and I had to learn a bunch of different lessons. But one lesson that I will say, I hope everyone that gets into this field knows or has learned without having to go and, hit rock bottom, is that it does take time. It does. And if you're somebody out there that has been doing this and you're getting frustrated, hang in there, because you're going to find out that there are real people out here that get real results. There aren't people that are drop shipping and being a middleman that I see really being successful in real life. That's all I'm gonna say. I see a lot of people using credit, trying to act like they rich. That's all I'm gonna say. I see a lot of people that are using Shopify and other extensions as lead magnets and trying to get their affiliate links in the bios clicked. I see a lot of people out there that are finessing the system because they feel like they can just be whatever they want on the internet. And it is true, but at the same time, when you come here, I want you guys to know I'm giving you guys real results. Hence why I wrote down exactly the times that I spent on eBay. So I have some categories. Sourcing, it took me 20 minutes a day average to go ahead and look for products. Now, if you guys don't know, I have my own distributors, obviously, but my distributors are literally giving me clones. They're giving me a bunch of different things: headphones, chargers, everything, wipes, sanitizing material. I sell so many different things: speakers, drones, hoverboards, a bunch of things. But I only could put certain products on eBay, as some of the products are going to cost me way too much to ship, right? So that took me around 20 minutes. And if I'm being real with you guys, that is a good amount of time. Listing was something that usually I just copy somebody's picture, I copy the title, copy the description, and I make sure the price is comparable, right? I make sure that it's close to theirs, but not on the same level, right? Either I'll price it higher or lower. Usually I'll go 50 cents lower or higher, but it took me 15 to 30 minutes depending on what type of product. Now, what I found was when I was doing my research trying to sell these AirPod clones, I found that there were a bunch of different people that were selling their AirPods. So I kept having to change the listing, and I kept revising it, and I ended up listing 8 of them. Okay, 8 different listings of the AirPods. And that was interesting because the 8 AirPod listings that I made were all different, and it was confusing some people in my messages. So that was something that I realized that I had to, I don't know if I would have done that if I could go back. Packaging. Obviously, packaging is something I hate. This actually took me 10 to 20 minutes because I was really, really organized. I obviously go to the warehouse, I pick the product off the shelf, and then I just go ahead and tape it with the little tape roller. So it's not that hard. But for a regular person, it probably takes 30 minutes, okay? Then customer service, I responded back to people, thanked people that ordered from us, and this was 5 to 10 minutes. I don't really, type any like unique type of message. I'll just copy and paste the message that I send to people, and that's total like 1.5 hours, right? So I wrote this down because it was important. 1.5 hours of me working a day on eBay can grant me over $4,000 a month. That's probably something anybody would do, right? But the difference between me and you, and I'm going to keep it real, is that I've been doing it for a while, so it's sort of kind of faster for me. So yours might be 2 hours, yours might be 2.5. It should never be anywhere around 3 though, because then it wouldn't make any sense, okay? Now let's get into the profit. Now I made around $4,000 when it came to net, right? Great. But when I actually have to go and subtract the expenses, it's less. So what I saw was the sales, $3,000, and I made around $2,200 in profit if I broke it down weekly with the hour. So that was 45 hours invested in that month. Now, the hour breakdown, if we're breaking it down per day, that's around $40 to $50 an hour. That's pretty good, but you also got to remember I'm not putting that much time in, and of course we do have a facility with the products. Now if you don't have a facility with the products, again, you got to realize it might be 2, so you might be working and it might be $25 an hour, okay? And that's not bad at all, okay? The more that you work, hypothetically, the more money you would make in a job. But with eBay, I ain't gonna lie, it's a little different, because see, if you work 6 hours, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be making 25 hours for those 6 hours each. So that's why I'd rather you keep it below 3 hours, because there's no guarantee that over those 3 hours you're making any difference in profit, to be honest, okay? So that's important. Now, when it comes to working a 9 to 5, we like to complain because we work in 8-hour shifts. The only difference is that at 8-hour shifts is guaranteed the same amount of money an hour. So that's sort of kind of where, again, guys, gotta be real. If you're going to do this, it's okay to have a job for right now, because you gotta get your system down packed that works for you, the foundation that's going to help build for you, and that's where you're going to win at. Now, let's talk about what surprised me. Now, if I have to talk about what has surprised me, number one, sourcing was easy, because obviously I have the products, wespoy.com, okay? But I have the products literally, like I don't even have to order them or anything. Well, I do, but for this experiment, I didn't have to order them. So that was easy. When it came to me being able to get the products was great. But I didn't like the shipping, okay? I didn't like the shipping. Now, yes, shipping would theoretically be easy if you had the boxes and you had all the material. I'm good. I don't like shipping. Shipping is something that I feel like that is an exercise, especially if you're having 47 Labubu dolls that you got to put in each individual box and tape. That's a lot. Not only that, but taking it to the post office is very, very, very draining. So that's why, again, you guys should take advantage of like automation services like eBay automation on WESPOY, or get your own automation system that you look up. But definitely, or have the post office come to you, but that doesn't always work if you have a residential address. But yes, the shipping was very overwhelming. I remember having to get my son to help me. My son's 8. He's way more than willing to help, but it's just frustrating because the shipping is just in the way. I could go all day. Shipping is annoying. Okay, so now I want to talk about some hacks, okay? Now, hacks when it comes to reselling are important. Now, number one, you definitely want to make sure that you're bundling. So that's why I like to buy in bulk. Now, me, obviously, I buy from wholesalers and distributors all around the world, but you guys can get reseller kits. So reseller kits are kits that are full of 30 to 50 products. Now, 30 products cost $250, 50 products cost $320. You can get this at wespoy.com. Again, that's my wholesale website, and you also can get guides and courses there. is a one-stop shop for all resellers and hustlers, okay? Next, listing daily. Even if it's only 1 or 2 items that you're listing, this is something that you can actually start doing to benefit you, because when you start building this behavior, it sticks with you, it becomes in your routine, and now you can revise listings. You're always keeping your store fresh, and this is keeping you in the algorithm, especially if you're using the general promotional tab, okay? Next, using templates. So if you guys don't know, I do have a template guide. Now, this template guide is something that gives you a template for all products, okay, that are trending. Whether it's the AirPod Gen 2s, whether it's the AirPod Maxes, whether it's the livable dials, I give you the description, I give you the price, I give you the cover, the title, the cover image, looking for the word, the cover image. I give you all of that for you to be able to utilize because it worked for us. Now remember, we're listing on 800 and around 40 something profiles every freaking week. So it's, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? And we have a bunch of templates, and the only way we're able to have everybody on the same accord is by using templates that we create, okay? And next, batch work. Make sure that you're doing everything in a time frame where you can bundle it together so you're not stretching and burning yourself out throughout the day. Very, 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 very important, all right? Now, so if you're wondering if eBay is worth your time, it is. It is. But it definitely is something you have to make work for you. It has to work for you, because if it doesn't work for you, and if it doesn't work around your schedule, and if it does not have a foundation or structure, you're going to waste your time. And I am somebody that will tell you first-handed, I don't like wasting my time and not making money. So I'm with you. But you can get it done. If other people are doing it, why can't you? Make sure you guys are making money work for you. Comment below, guys, and let me know if you have ever listed and left your eBay unattended and came back to sales, and then you say, oh, dang, the sale got canceled. Or maybe it was really, really, really overdue. Let me know. Comment below, man. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.